Most chronic injuries in the gym or in everyday life don't happen randomly. In fact, they are very predictable. What happens is we are exposed to a physical challenge that is beyond our capacity. A good metaphor or way to think about this is life as a video game where you yourself are a character. In this game, you have stats. You have your health, you have your stamina, you have your durability, and then you have mobility. When we are training or exercising, what we are doing is we are gaining experience and then we are leveling up our different stats in our character level. The higher the level, the better the stats you have, the more you can physically tolerate in life. Eventually in this game, we try and fight a boss. So let's say that running a 5K is the level 10 boss. If you yourself are a level 8 character and then you try and fight that level 10 boss, there are two possibilities. Either you lose and you die, or you win, but you took a lot of damage, meaning your health bar is depleted significantly. Whereas if you are a level 10 character, and then you try and fight that level 10 boss, you win, and you maybe take a little bit of damage. Now, even if you are level 10, and you continue to fight these bosses back to back to back, over time, you will take more and more and more damage in that health bar. And this is what overtraining looks like. Because you have poor recovery, you have fatigue, you haven't given yourself enough time to recover in between. So the more you do that activity, the more damage you take, and then the longer it takes to recover afterwards. Now let's take this one step deeper. In many games, there is something called durability, which is the strength of your equipment. For the purpose of this metaphor, let's just say durability is the strength of your tendons and your other connective tissue. So as you're out training and fighting bosses, not only do you take damage to your health bar, which we'll say is the muscles, but you also take damage in terms of durability, meaning that your connective tissue and your tendons will take damage as well. When you recover, the muscles recover much quicker than the tendons and connective tissue because they have much better blood supply. What will happen is someone will feel like they have recovered because the muscle soreness is gone, but this doesn't take into account the time it takes for the tendon to heal. This is how chronic injuries tend to sneak up on people because the muscles and tendons have a different time frame in terms of how long it takes to recover. Now, the moral of the story is not to avoid running that 5K. It's that you have to train smart in order to prepare yourself for that activity or whatever activity it is you're trying to do in life. You need a very gradual progression and you need to allow adequate time to recover in the middle. That way, you will adapt over time to be better able to handle these additional stresses.